Have you ever felt like you are screaming, but nobody can hear you? Like you are physically present in a room, sitting at a table with people you know, but mentally you are somewhere else entirely? Watching your own life through a cold, thick sheet of glass. You look at your own hands and they feel slightly unfamiliar. You look at the people you love and they feel like strangers in a movie. You are walking through the world, but everything feels dreamlike, artificial, flat, like you are trapped inside a simulation, looking at a photo of a life instead of actually living it. And the most terrifying part isn't the feeling itself. It's the thought that follows it. What if this is permanent? What if I never feel real again? If that thought has ever crossed your mind, you are living behind a wall. Look at these streets. This is Berlin, a city that spent decades literally cut in half by a concrete wall, a barrier that severed connection, warmth, and reality between two sides of the exact same home. This is not about Berlin. This is about the wall inside your mind and why the harder you fight it, the longer it stands. Your brain is not broken. What you are feeling is not madness. It is not permanent damage. It is your brain doing the only thing it knew how to do when it ran out of other options. When your nervous system has been carrying extreme anxiety or prolonged burnout for too long, it hits an emergency switch. To protect you from completely short-circuiting, it pulls the plug on your emotional processing center. Psychologists call this depersonalization and derealization. But before those clinical words mean anything to you, understand what they actually are. Not a disorder, but a shield. Your mind creating a barrier between you and the pain of the world so you can survive. The numbness is not your enemy, but the tragedy of a shield is that it isolates you from the very life you are desperate to feel. You get stuck behind the wall, watching the world pass by in black and white. For some of you, this is not a new feeling or a recent feeling. You have felt this way for as long as you can remember, never quite landing inside yourself. That is the same shield, built earlier by a younger version of you who needed it even more desperately. The wall that took a lifetime to build will not come down overnight, but it will come down. The Stoics understood this exact retreat inward. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it with the same weapons of reason that arm you today." He knew that the single thing keeping every internal wall standing is resistance. The more violently you fight, the more energy you feed it. It was once said, wish for things to be exactly as they are. Stop fighting what it is, not forever, just for right now. Modern neuroscience calls this state the shutdown response, your nervous system's final resort when fight and flight have both failed. Here is what most people never understand. The fog itself is not what keeps you standing. Your panic about the fog is. Every time you feel detached and respond with fear, you send your nervous system one message. The emergency is still happening, so the shield stays up. The fog creates fear. The fear creates more fog, and the loop feeds itself endlessly. Berlin's wall didn't fall because someone attacked it with greater force. It fell because the people finally stopped letting the barrier define what was possible. The moment you stop treating the fog as an emergency, your brain receives a completely different signal. The signal is the threat has passed. The danger is over. The shield can begin to lower. Stop fighting the numbness tonight. Stop demanding that your brain perform emotions it's not ready to feel yet. Instead, say one thing to yourself. I am resting right now, and that is okay. Find one physical sensation, the temperature, the air of your skin, the weight of your body against the surface beneath you. Not to force yourself back, but just to leave one small window open, one tiny crack in the wall. You don't need to tear the whole thing down today. You just need to stop adding bricks to it. Stop validating it. Berlin's Wall stood for 28 years. It felt permanent to everyone living in its shadow, and then, one night, without warning, it came down. Your wall is not permanent. Your fog is not who you are. It is what your brain built to survive. And now slowly, quietly, without force, watch how quickly that wall begins to crumble on its own.